Alright, so you guys have read the title. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the most underrated F2L trick of all time. Now, before we move on to this so-called F2L trick, let's talk about what is F2L. So, F2L is the step of a method called the CFOP method, which is used by speedcubers all around the world. Now, if you read the letters of this method carefully, you can see that the second letter of this method is called F. And this F stands for, can you guys guess? Well, it stands for F2L. Now, we have already made a video talking in depth about F2L, so please go check that out. Now, let's get started with today's video. Right, so the trick or the algorithm we're going to learn is known as the sledgehammer. Now, there are mainly 4 algorithms which comes under the name of sledgehammer. So these are the sledgehammer, the left sledgehammer, the head slammer, which is basically the opposite of the sledgehammer, and we have the left head slammer. So right now I'm going to show you guys all of the algorithms and finger tricks for all of these cases. So now we're going to start off this video with the sledgehammer. So the algorithm will be written on the screen right now, and you can see on the screen how I finger trick this case. So just do this algorithm a few times and get used to the finger tricks, and then you can do them much faster. So like this, and you will get much faster with practice. Now let's move on to the head slammer. Now we are moving on to second case, which is the head slammer. So for this is like the last case, but the algorithm is a bit different. So the algorithm will be written on your screen right now, and the finger tricks you can learn by watching this clip. Now again with this case as well, do this algorithm a few times and get used to the finger tricks, and then you can do them much faster like this. Now let's move on to the left sledgehammer. So as the name suggests, left sledgehammer, it is basically the sledgehammer but using our left hand. So the algorithm goes like this, and you can finger trick this algorithm as I'm doing right now. Again, with practice you can get much faster at doing this algorithm, and you can do them like this. Now the fourth case or the left head slammer is like the head slammer but with our left hand. So the algorithm will be on screen right now, and you can learn the finger tricks while watching this clip. Again, you need to do this algorithm a few times and get used to the finger tricks and the algorithm, and then you can do this algorithm much faster like this. Now we're going to move on to the application of these algorithms in our solve. Let's start off with these two cases. So these two cases are extremely similar to one another, but the difference is on this one the pair is on the right side, and on this one it's on the left side. So first let's start off with this one. So for this we face the cube from this angle, so we need the centers matching on that side, and then we need a L like I am showing right now. And from this angle you can do the sledgehammer, which goes like R prime, F, R, F prime. And now the advantage of using this algorithm over the regular algorithm is that, well, let me show you right now. So if we do the regular insert, in this case we will get a bar OLL, which is not as good as the one we get while doing the sledgehammer. Now let's move on to the second case. So these two cases are extremely similar as I said before. So for this we do the left sledgehammer instead of the right sledgehammer. So the algorithm goes L, F prime, L prime, and F. And once again the advantage of this is that when we do insert it regularly we get a bar case, and when we do it using the sledgehammer we will get cross cases for both of these cases. Now let's move on to the second application. Now this is the second case, and this is not as common as the one we discussed first, because this occurs very rarely in souls. So for this, how you can use sledgehammer is that you need to turn the top layer once to that side, and then we do the sledgehammer like that, and then we insert the pair regularly, and we will get a cross case. Now I'm going to do the same case using the regular algorithm. So we take the pair out and insert it, and once again you can see that we get a cross case while doing the sledgehammer variant, and using the regular variant we get a L case, which is really bad. So now let's move on to the third application. Now this is the third application, and this application may look similar if you have watched the first application. So these two cases are extremely similar, the first one and the third one. So for this, we face the cue from this side, and then we do the head slammer instead of the sledgehammer. So we need the L over there, and now we can do the head slammer like that. And once again, the advantage of using is that we get a cross case while doing the sledgehammer variant. Now the same applies for this case as well, but we use the left head slammer instead of the regular head slammer. And once again we will get the cross OLL. Now those are the cases in which we usually use the sledgehammer, but again you can play around with this algorithm, and you can use these algorithms in your souls, and you can use them in any situation, and you can get used to that. So yeah, now let's move on to the conclusion of this video. Alright, so now moving on to the conclusion of this video, if you have already learned F2L and trying to get faster at 3x3, hopefully getting sub 20 seconds averages on 3x3, then you can learn these algorithms and start implementing them in your souls, and your souls will get a 3 or 4 second drop instantly. And with practice you can use these algorithms more efficiently, and you can get even faster at solving the 3x3. Now if you like this video or liked any part of it, please give it one, and subscribe to this channel as well. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.